good, so good. It's magic. It's like a whole different person comes out when he starts singing, right? It's awesome.
Does he sound
what
better
are you trying
than?
to say, man? I'm terrible when I'm not singing.
No.
Yeah, you're boring, dude. But
No.
yeah, turn that thing on. It's
No,
great.
it's just like I've always referred to you as our modern day Patrick Swayze because you're a little bit of everything, right? I mean, he is. He's a badass. He's a surfer. He's a rock climber. How many people saw the Ford commercials when they came out with the new Bronco? There's Kip in the middle of the forest hanging from a vine. Like, he's like Superman. It's awesome.
Swayze can't do that.
No. Well, not anymore.
Danny and I have worked together 19 years, and
Hey,
I've literally never heard him
You
call
can do that
Swayze
around
before.
me. I ain't gonna judge you, man.
Kip, thanks for coming back. It's
You bet,
always
buddy.
so
Always.
good to see you, and we know what
You
a
too.
pleasure.
You're one of the real ones.
Yeah, well, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that.
He sounds better than ever before, doesn't he?
Yeah, he sounds relaxed.
Kip and I were born the same year, and I peaked many years ago. Props to you
That's
for
the
doing
first
it now.
funny thing you've ever said, man. I'm teasing.
It's funny because last time we saw you, like I said, we were at the Roseland, and it's such a great venue because it's so jam-packed, and you have this fan base in Portland, in the Pacific Northwest. I've seen shows in Eugene, we've seen shows in Seattle, but you have something special about you that people just love, and when a show comes to like that, as opposed to tonight at the Moda Center, is it fun doing a bigger venue or a smaller venue for you like that, or even this?
It all depends on the crowd.
Right.
Couldn't care less if it's this size crowd, if it's a stadium, if it's if the crowd's lame, then it's lame.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, I mean it truly is. When you're dealing with BPC right here, when you're dealing with an actual live band, a lot of times you're not. When you're dealing with a live band that ebbs and flows like we do, you dictate how the night goes. And that's a real thing. Like, if you've been to our shows, you'll see us call lots of audibles. And, I usually have your requirement is usually 75 to 90 minutes if you're doing a headlining show. That's like, I don't do that, then I don't get paid. But for those of y'all that have been to the headlining shows before, they go 2.5, 3 hours sometimes. But if you're lame, they'll be 75 to 90 minutes. And that's true, I can remember us doing a show in New York City where we had done like 3 encores, and, they got all these union rules, and it's like no one would leave. Even when they cut all the house lights on, the place was still chanting for Guitar Man and this stuff. And I went back out, and I remember I tried to do like the 3rd encore, and they cut the PA on me, so I just stood at the edge of the stage with no mic, and the whole place sang it with me. It was pretty amazing. I got fined a lot of money, but they took my whole paycheck in fines, but I had a blast.
Thank you, New York City.
Yeah.
That's crazy. As we know, the kids from St. Jude are watching via stream, so thank you for doing this for St. Jude as well, because we got some local kids. And every year, that's what makes these shows so special. And I know you're a part of St. Jude. You've done it for many, many years. I want to get personal just for a second. You and I both share the love for the islands. Maui's our second home. We love it. Have you been back since the tragedy or talked to family and friends?
I got a lot of close friends over there, so I've had a lot of discussions with those people. Yeah, it's tragic. There's no other way to put it. And now with how quickly our attention shifts by another bad thing on the news, the next day it's like they're kind of left high and dry right now. So I started a One Heartbeat Maui fund long before the fires hit. So we raised a whole lot for that we're about to inject into the locals there. We're just trying to figure out right now, kind of vetting which foundations to go through, because we want to do something that's not just a Band-Aid. We want to do something that actually sticks.
Everlasting.
They need to figure out ways to get their houses back. That's going to be the main problem. So, yeah, it's tragic. No other way to put it.
Is there a a space that everyone. Let's give the name of it so everyone can donate because I'm happy to.
Yeah,
do
it's one heartbeat Maui.
Okay.
That's the name of the fund.
I'm going back for the first time in April. We're celebrating our 20th wedding anniversary, and we're getting remarried. But I was excited, and you're the first person I thought of because I know we're so close with that particular island. And it's heartbreaking to me to see all the things that had happened. So I'm happy to help in any sort of way I can, and I know you are. So to hear maybe a concert coming out of that with some friends of yours, I'm in. Let's go.
Yeah. We've actually talked about that. Me and Lucas Nelson and Midland, and there's a few of us that have talked about trying to do something. Billy Currington, so we'll, it might be a little later on, might be next year, which would be good, because stuff dries up, after that initial thing. So we'll see what we do.
I know you and Danny share a lot about that, and you share another thing too, which is a passionate love for Ashley McBryde, like a almost obsessive, stalkery, restraining order kind of love for Danny.
Don't tell her that. She'll kick my ass.
So speaking of Lahaina, am I correct in that the song that you guys performed together, wasn't that written?
I wrote that on the Lahaina Break Wall. The One Heartbeat. And that just came about in a very organic way. We were backstage in Alaska. She was cussing about something, I'm sure, and
Yep, drinking whiskey.
Can't play me one of them effing songs you got, It was, but she was wanting to hear, some new stuff I'd written, and I just started kind of playing that. And she grabbed my headstock of the guitar and was like, "What in the world is that? And can I sing on it with you?" So it was a very natural, organic thing where nowadays everybody wants collabs in your label every day. Like, can we get a collab? Can we?
Yeah.
I've never done collabs until this past record. When everybody's going right, I like to go left. So that's, but it was great. She's amazing. I love her like a sister, truly. She reminds me so much of the kind of people I grew up with down in South Georgia. So I think that's why we bond.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Jake and I were talking about this earlier, too.
No,
You're we do this all day long, all the time. You go. No, you go. It was funny. You're like the international global superstar because you've traveled, Germany.
Yeah, get it together,
Ireland.
America.
Right. And Ireland. Yeah, we definitely need to get together. Ireland and so many different places. Is there any spot that you have not been to yet that you're like, I got to get there, it's on the bucket list?
Brazil.
Really?
Brazil.
That would be a place that I thought you would have already been performing.
No, man. That's the next thing we're trying to work on to get over there to Brazil.
That's awesome.
So you Brazilians, get ready. We're coming. All you Brazilians watching this right now. All you too.
Yeah.
It is a little surprising to hear that. I mean, like there is places that you haven't
At some
been.
point, I'm going to get you to smile or laugh. At some point.
Luck
You
to
in
you.
the
There it
hat.
is.
I've said some funny things up here, and you've yet to crack a smile. But whatever, Just keep looking straight-faced over there.
For those who don't know, Kip has had like astronomical success in some of these, South Africa.
Yep.
He's like, he's Rolling Stones.
Yeah,
big.
get it together, America. Go
Yeah,
ahead, keep
right.
going.
Yeah. So, with all these
Bigger than
travels,
Get it
Nelson
together,
Mandela.
Portland.
yeah,
I
He
played
said it
bigger
earlier.
places in the Rosal and other places, Get it together.
it's all about the crowd.
That's right. That's right.
It's all about you guys.
I'm gonna stop, man. This crowd don't know how to take me right now. Everybody's like, "What's wrong with him?"
We're all feeling the pressure.
Yeah. Laugh. Enjoy the show. It's here today. Oh, it's funny.
So, with these travels to these other places, have you been influenced musically by any of these places? Are we gonna have an album with like a sitar on it or anything? Have you picked up something?
Hey, look,
Yes, I nailed it. I found something here.
Look, you don't understand. You got Eric to laugh. You did say something funny. Eric has a very high IQ for comedy, so you got to bring it if you're going to get him to chuckle over here. So,
There's a backstory here. I want
Fist pump. That was
see
good.
here.
You know it was good.
I've been influenced in my life a lot by the different cultures, but I don't foresee a sitar. I might really freak you people out in Portland if I did that.
Yeah.
But I could see myself though. I have a lot of respect for the South Africana artists over there. They were amazing. So I could see myself doing something with a Brazilian artist with But as far as my music shifting into that, no, I'm gonna keep doing what I do, even though it doesn't work in America. I'll keep doing it.
Get it together, America.
It's a little too smart for you guys around here, but
Yeah,
whatever.
that's crazy.
I'm joking. I'm teasing. I'll write something about 10-leg and tailgates at some point. I'll get it done. I'm teasing, guys. I joke a lot. Like, that's what I'm doing back here. I'm teasing.
No, we're done. We came here to see you perform. Not hear Jake and I talking to you. We want to hear that golden voice. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Kip Moore.
Yeah.